Chapter 6. Spyro's head spun wildly. He groaned and gritted his teeth, trying to stop the dizzying sensation. His stomach churned and he clenched his teeth, not wanting to hurl. "Spyro," a whisper caught off in the darkness. Cinder? Yeah, it's me, the dragoness whispered. "Where are you? I can't see you." Spyro caught his head rocking from the nausea. "I'm right here, Spyro." "Where?" Spyro called desperately. "Spyro, you'll see me when you open your eyes." "My eyes are open, Cinder." Cinder looked around in the darkness. "I can't see you. It's too dark." "Spyro, your eyes are closed. You need to wake up." "But I am," Spyro protested. "I can't see you." "I think it's fine. Lost it." Spyro's voice jumped in. Spyro felt a tight pinch, a sign there was nothing but white. Dragonfly held the purple dragon's eyes open, letting the daylight shine in. Spyro was in shock for a long moment. At last he jerked his head away, and his eyelids snapped shut, causing his eyes to tear up. "You see?" Spyro gestured to his brother as he blinked himself awake. Much more effective than having him talk in his sleep. What happened?" Spyro asked as he looked around. He was in his room on the top of his pillow pile. Scattered throughout the room were his dragon friends, each of their own pillows fast asleep. "What's going on?" "We were hoping you could tell us." Spyro crossed his arms. "You passed out," Cinder replied softly after she set a bucket of cool water down in front of Spyro. "It was just so sudden. I don't know what to think." "I can tell you this much." Spyro pointed his strong finger at Spyro. "When you start to pass out for no reason, I would be worried." "He hasn't done that though since you ran away after he saved you." Cinder looked from the dragonfly to Spyro. "Is that true, Spyro?" "Well, yeah." Spyro hung his head, ashamed of having made her worry about him. "But that was different. Back then when I was being guided by the crown glitter. But this time," he looked up into Cinder's eyes. "All I saw was darkness." "It sounds like it," Sparks nodded. "What's with all the noise?" Drummer groaned as he lifted his head off of his sister. It was then he noticed Spyro sitting up. "Spyro, you're awake." He yawned. "How are you feeling?" "I'm fine," Spyro lied. "Just a little confused right now." "Well, you've been up for 2 days." The candidate stretched himself out, letting his joints pop. 2 days! Spyro gasped and jumped to his feet. He immediately felt his head rock and was about to topple over when Cinder caught him. "Easy, Spyro," she warned. "You should rest a little more before you go moving around too much." "Excuse me." A voice growled the tears of the dragons. The ones who were asleep raised their heads to stare sleepily at the most in the doorway. "The guardians have requested your presence in the main temple." "Everyone?" Cinder asked as she glanced over at Spyro, who certainly standing upright on his own. "It's possible." The monk gave a slight bob of his head. "It appears that your friend Hunter has returned." "Hunter's back?" Cinder gasped. He wasn't with the refugees?" Spyro asked. "No." "Wait, no. We couldn't find him anywhere," Cinder replied. "Then we should go see him. Make sure he's alright." "Spyro, I think you should stay here and rest," Cinder suggested with a worried tone. "We can report Hunter's findings to you when we get back." "No, I'll be fine," Spyro insisted. "I promise, Cinder." The black dragon stared hard into his purple eyes. After a moment, she nodded. "Okay then, Spyro," she agreed reluctantly. "But if you start to feel sick again, it's right back to bed with you. Understood?" "I promise," Spyro nodded. As Cinder helped Spyro outside, the purple dragon took in a deep breath. Day was overcast, and the cooling vapor made the spinning of his head subside. As the candidates filed out of his room, Spyro took in a deep breath. The sun leaped was in the air. "Hey, Spyro, not so fast!" Cinder called and quickly took after him. "Hey, wait for me!" Sparks called and zipped after them. "What about the rest of us?" Trimmer shouted and took flight with the other candidates close behind. The cool morning air was doing Spyro more good than he had expected. Beating his wings hard, working the soreness on his joints. In a matter of minutes, the young dragons arrived in the main temple. When the dragons touched down the main platform, they found the guardians already there with Hunter. The chief looked in their direction and smiled. "Spyro, it is good to see you're doing well." He gave a slight bob of his head as the dragons approached him. "More or less," Cinder pointed out. "We couldn't find you when you traveled out a couple of days ago." "Yes, I stayed behind," they faintly nodded. "I was determined to discover what the wolves who attacked our village were trying to gain." "What did you find out?" Spyro asked, his muscles already tensing up slightly. "From what I heard, their leader was ordering them to attack the tribes native to this land. For what reason, it is unclear at this point. Suddenly, Hunter growling staggered forward. Hunter, what's wrong? Spyro reared up on his hind legs and cut his friend before he could hit the floor. It was then that Spyro noticed that Chia's arm was still bleeding from 3 lacerations, and the entire right side of his tunic was drenched in blood. It's just a scratch. Hunter wiped the dragon off as he forced himself to stand upright. Before I was discovered, I saw the wolves talking to a dragon. The wolves talking to a dragon? Roger tilted his head skeptically. I would have never heard of such a thing. The wolves have never been fond of us to begin with, so why would they attempt to make relationships now? I'm not certain. Hunter shook his head. What did this dragon look like? Spyro asked, taking a step forward. Cinnamon turned her head slightly, but didn't say anything. It was a black dragon. Hunter raised an eye-shining hand. Spyro breathed a sigh of relief. However, it exhibited a power unlike any I have ever seen before. It seemed to use the darkness of the world around it as a weapon. Spyro felt a chill run down his spine. It didn't sound like Darkmaster, but at the same time it sounded all too familiar. Just then there was a loud screech. The dragons turned to see a falcon coming in fast one dive. The candidates stuck as the raptor shot over their heads across the room. The falcon banked hard and flew in quick circles over the guardians' heads, squawking and making a ruckus. Calm down, Hunter ordered. The falcon shot up in front of the cheetah and landed on his good arm. Now, calm me. Tell me what you saw. The falcon proceeded to go about squawking and flapping his wings frantically. What's he saying? Tremor whispered. When he didn't receive an answer, he turned to see he had been standing next to Candace. That dragon scowled at him out the corner of her eye before turning attention away from him. What's he saying? He asked Hunter. The cheetah roared to face the guardians. The wolves are planning another attack. The targets the dragons say do east of my people's village. Flame, Tremor, and Gaia all gasped and looked at each other with horror in their eyes. Home! They shouted. Terra took 2 lumbering steps toward the young dragons. Spyro, I want you to go help our brothers defend their city. Whatever the rules are up to, we need to put an end to it right now. I'm going too, Flame stepped forward. I know I'm a guardian now, but that's my home, and I have a responsibility to protect it. Same here, Tremor nodded. His sister stepped up beside him, just as determined. Terra looked at the other guardians who nodded in agreement. Very well. I want you young ones to be careful. You don't know how dangerous wolves can be. We'll be there to help them too. Candace popped up. Yeah, said something forward with the tail. It may not be our home, but we help our friends when they need it. Then let's not waste any more time. Tremor spun around and took off towards the edge of the platform. Let's go. He sprang into the air and shot down to a dive. Spyro and Cinder followed on his tail while the others flew out close behind. When they were gone, the falcon began to squawk again. There's more. Hunter raised a brow. The bird continued its thin noise, and Chia's eyes went in horror. Oh no!